Whatever balances of my mind is sewn together by the work of my body, right? So I achieve the love making of my piano, but it has to be fed back through the audience. My body needs a playmate too. So I can sit and be like, yeah, this fulfills me, this fulfills me. Man don't live on bread alone, but he also don't only live on the alternative bread either. So it's like I can make love to my piano, but I would still need an audience to feed my body, right? And you really can't kind of escape that. So it don't really seem fair, right? And then it seems also upsetting that um, you wouldn't have faith that in pursuing a partnership with me that might put me in a space where I could be advantageous to you in the future. But that's really not your prerogative. That's really not one. You don't have to really think like that, right? Because there's a number of options of people who are already prepared. But at the same time, I do know the face matters. That's why you prefer KFC to Popeyes, maybe, or Popeyes to KFC, right? The face matters. So you could miss out on the face of your dreams, which would be me, right? Which is why you sending unnecessary messages in the first place. You ain't gotta spend your time, waste your time making no videos about somebody you never gonna get unless that faith is already there. So I am not wrong in or overstepping a boundary by asking you to solidify that faith and coming towards me for real, so I can have some. Because obviously you one of the few that do have faith in me, so I can have something to stand on until I can get to a more advantaged position, right? Because to sit and pretend like, okay, you in survival mode, I gotta pick the best option, you wouldn't even waste your time with me. You just don't want to take the additional step of faith that I would need to fulfill that fantasy in your mind. Perhaps I could give it to you, but remember, you're not programmed to take risks, but it is in the risk is the greatest thing you can only have. The risk, the understanding that I don't deserve this, right? The work tells you you do deserve it. The work leaves you dissatisfied. The work, especially in combination with your hubris, is actually believing that you shouldn't have got it, and the likelihood is like one in a million, bazillion, right? It's the risk that actually gives it real value. So you don't really want nobody to love you. You don't want nobody to make love to you. You don't want none of that. So why shouldn't I get them titties away? Why shouldn't I tell everybody about it? Same way when I was in the band going on them band trips. Oh, you want to throw me the pussy? Throw it to him too. Matter of fact, I'll bring him to the door when you invited me, because it's like, what you saw I got for a whore, man, that ain't gonna treat me equally. You ain't really no hoe. You just a delusional train wreck. You ain't treat nobody equally. You ain't treating them equally. You ain't no hoe. And then on time, you heard my voice. You heard my voice. You ain't treating me the same. That mean your main game is what? Bread, it's just money and bears. Well, I don't even think it's just that, right? Right? Like what is your game? What is your value? What is your currency? What do you get out of making fun of me? Right? Basically, you make a video talking about, make a video alluding to the picture I took, and then in the video say, I guess I'm gonna be alone forever, so I'm around my auntie in Jamaica or some shit. So you basically answer me telling me, no, I'm never gonna be with you, and this is at least I'm making a video for you, so you can seem sophisticated or something, so you can flaunt your power before me. What else should I expect from one I would be attracted to? So I can't really be mad at it, but that's clearly what it is. Like, but you ain't gonna never find that joy, because number one, you ain't willing to take no risk. I'm a perfectly capable candidate, or otherwise you would have never wasted your time. Perfectly capable candidate, you just don't want to take the risk. Because if my bank accounts look a certain way, you definitely probably be in my bed already. It's just you don't want to take the risk, but the risk is the only value that could have ever been. So you really don't want nothing you don't want nothing real. You don't want nothing real. Not even a fucking. You don't want to be obsessed over a motherfucker with a average sized body. Yeah, you talk about you chasing them tall, but how about having an average short man have you obsessed over him? You wouldn't even be able to live with the shame of that. Be your dog desire for real. This motherfucker is off brand and he still got my panties. Right? That's really what it is. So you ain't really looking for love, so I'm not really looking for you. Cause I would never trust me, no information with me about me with no bitch that I can't. No bitch, I could never do it. That's why even all this little sensitive information they say, oh, he don't want no family. No, I just hold that shit loosely because it ain't gonna hold me down. I hold it loosely. I can't control the fact that my life is documented up to a certain amount of time. So I hold it loosely. And that's just sacrifice I made. Just like I sacrificed the black shirt or the blue shirt or whatever the fuck I threw down the other time when I was handing out them coins. And yeah, if you got one of my coins, come and find me later. I told you I got a surprise for you.